Hello Silver Friends, this is Joli from QuickSilverHair, and today we're going to talk about deep conditioning. I believe that deep conditioning is a crucial aspect to any healthy hair care routine. It's often overlooked, but it's something that can solve a multitude of problems for any hair type. It doesn't matter if you have straight hair, curly hair, silver hair, dyed hair, permed hair, whatever. Deep conditioning is something that can help you in many different ways for many different issues. So, let's get to it. What is deep conditioning? Well, it's using a product that's specifically designed to do that job. They are usually designed with oils, butters, proteins, and highly hydrating ingredients. These ingredients are meant to hydrate, strengthen, nourish, and soften your hair. They are meant to be used occasionally, no more than once a week, in my opinion. And you should be using them in a way that they are designed for, usually following the instructions. Most deep conditioners are designed to be used with heat, not all, some can be used without, and most deep conditioners are meant to stay on the hair for 10 to around 30 minutes. So let's discuss the reasons to deep condition. It's a pretty healthy list, which I have in front of me. The first reason is if you've clarified. If you caught my last video, at the end of it I told you to always deep condition or at least use a very moisturizing conditioner after you clarify. I believe that's very pivotal because when you've clarified your hair, you've stripped it of moisture and you need to put that moisture back so that you protect it. If your hair feels dry or it's excessively frizzy, deep condition. It might be helpful. If you have dull, dry, color-treated hair, especially if you're in transition and you've got half dyed and half silver hair, deep condition. I found that deep conditioning was a game changer for those dyed ends. It really brought them back to life and it really took some of the dullness out. So it helped me with the overall look of the transition to deep condition on the regular. If your hair feels straw-like or is extra dry and crispy, it's probably time to deep condition. Keynote here though, you could have protein overload, so use a no protein deep conditioner. I'll get to that in a little bit. If you have hard water, you live in a dry climate, a cold climate, a really hot climate, or you swim regularly, deep conditioning is probably for you. If you have wavy or curly hair, definitely add deep conditioning to your routine. Do you shampoo before or after you deep condition? Well, it kind of depends on the deep conditioner, but general rule of thumb, I would clarify before you deep condition, or at the very least use a very good shampoo before you deep condition so that you remove any product buildup on your hair that could be blocking the moisture from penetrating the hair strand. And if you shampoo before you use deep conditioner, it equalizes the pH. So general rule of thumb is to shampoo before. If you happen to get a deep conditioner that's really oily and maybe didn't rinse out all the way, you might want to shampoo with a light or daily shampoo afterwards just to kind of get that residue off. How do you apply deep conditioner? Well, the best way to apply it is from the tips upwards. You don't really need it on your roots and you probably don't want it on your scalp. So you want to kind of stop at about an inch or two from your scalp. And in my opinion, more is better. Get your hair thoroughly coated. And then you might want to put on a shower cap or a heat cap, which there's a really great one that is in the post on deep conditioning that I will link below. It's a flaxseed cap that you can heat up and you can heat up your deep conditioner while you're wearing it, which is great for low porosity hair in particular because it helps open the cuticle and drive that moisture in. How long do you deep condition? 10 minutes is the minimum for most deep conditioners, and 30 minutes is usually the maximum. If you go over 40 minutes, you're probably not getting any benefit from it whatsoever after that point. Most hair care, the max point is at about 40 minutes, and then it's really not doing anything after that. Definitely do not leave deep conditioners in your hair overnight. This can cause overhydration, which is a condition called hydral fatigue, where you open up the cuticle and fill it with moisture, and then the cuticle has a problem closing back down, and then you create this mess with it staying too moist and being limp. It can break. It's a lot of problems. Also, deep conditioning overnight can open your scalp up to fungal and bacterial infections that just aren't worth risking. So in my opinion, you should never use deep conditioner for more than 40 minutes, period. I think there's different levels of deep conditioning and different reasons to deep condition. So let's start with lightweight deep conditioning, which is what I do. I clarify once a week with a chelating shampoo because I have hard water, I have fine hair, I have on the thin side, and I have wavy hair, and then silver hair. So I want deep conditioner to help me combat several issues all at once. And my favorite deep conditioner is Love Your Curls Deep Condition and Repair. I use this after I clarify. I put it on in the shower. I sometimes put on a shower cap and then I just leave it on for the rest of my shower and rinse it out and go. I think this one is excellent for that, and it is low, I think it's low or no proteins. So this is great for when you just need hydration. If you want a little bit of protein and you need something lighter, not quite as heavy as a protein-rich product like for damaged hair, 𝐚𝐜𝐽𝐼𝐬𝐼𝐬𝐼 deep conditioner is great. I recently found for a moderate deep condition, I found the Sea Moss Collection 92 Mineral Glow and Grow Conditioner. This is great for mid-range deep conditioning, and I found it very nourishing and I really enjoyed it. I've probably used it only a couple of times in the winter time when my hair was just a little bit drier than I wanted it to be. A great deep conditioner that can be used as a multi-purpose product is also a wonderful thing to have in your arsenal, which Loma makes this deep conditioner. It can be used as a deep conditioner, a co-wash, a leave-in, and a styling cream. This is just kind of one you can have in your shower and use it however you want. As a deep conditioner, I use it similar to the Love Your Curls. I just leave it in for the length of my shower. And if you're a curly girl and you want some super deep conditioning that you can always trust, Jessie Curl makes a deep conditioner that is a fan favorite in the curly girl community and has been used for many, many years by many of us, and we always go to this when we don't know what else to do. There are tons of deep conditioners out there, so really just find one that works for your hair. You want to find something that is the right weight for your hair, depending on your porosity, depending on the density of your hair, and depending on how thirsty it is. If your hair is constantly in the need of moisture, then you want to find a good hydrating deep conditioner. If you have bleached, damaged hair, you probably need a deep conditioner with some proteins in it for a little heavier duty impact. Proteins add strength and help rebuild the bonds that are broken from the bleach. So they're excellent for bleached, damaged hair. If you did the overnight transition or highlights to help transition to gray, you probably do need some proteins in your lineup. If you have coarse hair or high porosity hair, you may find that protein-rich deep conditioners are more beneficial to you than, say, a protein-free deep conditioner. Can you use regular conditioner as deep conditioner? Not really. Deep conditioners are designed to do that job specifically, and regular conditioner is designed to be lighter and rinse out thoroughly. So I say don't do that. You want a deep conditioner that's specifically designed to be a deep conditioner. Can you use whole foods for deep conditioning? I say no. And the reason I say that is because while they might help, ideally whole foods are in their whole state, right? They are not molecularly broken down to penetrate the hair, where the ingredients in a deep conditioner are designed to penetrate the hair. They're hydrolyzed proteins, they're nourishing ingredients that have a small molecular structure that are meant to penetrate the hair strand. And deep conditioners range in price from the very low end to the very high end, so you can pick whatever works for your budget without wasting food. If you are going to make your own, make sure you use clean utensils and bowls so that you don't introduce any bacteria or fungus to the hair mask. Also, make sure that you use what you made that day. Don't keep it in the fridge, don't keep it overnight. It probably will go bad faster than you want it to, and you won't be able to use it again. So just make what you're going to use for that moment and discard the rest. Can you use oil to deep condition? No, not really. I know a lot of people think that they can put coconut oil in their hair and deep condition. I have a whole post on that. I'll link it in the description box below. But the fact of the matter is oil is not always hydrating. Water is hydrating. Which brings me to another point. When you're looking at a label, there's glam labeling, right? It's selling you some fancy ingredient, right? Sometimes it's argan oil or marula oil or some exotic seed or butter. And what you want to look at is pick up that container and look at those ingredients. See where that ingredient is. If it's past the 10th ingredient, it's in a very low concentration and you're paying for the fancy label and the idea of that fancy ingredient. Most often, the first 10 ingredients contain the 90%, the last ingredients contain about 10%. And sometimes it's even 1% of the entire formula is in those 10, 11, 12, and on ingredients. You get the idea. You don't have to spend a ton of money to get a great deep conditioner. So be really careful with the color of your deep conditioner. You want to make sure it's on the white side so that you don't stain your hair directly after clarifying it. Remember that dry silver hair is more prone to yellowing. It is more prone to sun damage. It is more prone to damage from the environment because dry hair can't defend itself, basically. With moisture in it, it has a defense barrier from heat and sun and lifestyle and chlorine in the pool and etc. So remember that this is a key thing to keeping your silver hair silver. Anyway, that's it for me today, and I hope you found this video very beneficial. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so. And until next time, shine on.